Have you ever wondered how animals live in the world's wildest places? How does a polar bear stay warm in the freezing snow? How does a camel walk for days in the hot burning desert without water? Earth is a planet of extreme weather. Icy lands, stormy coasts, very hot deserts. Animals do not have houses, warm coats, or air conditioners like we do. But they have amazing skills and special bodies to survive. They are true survivors with secrets for any kind of weather. We will explore these survival secrets. We'll travel from the coldest parts of our planet to the hottest. Our adventure begins in the Arctic Antarctic, ice and snow everywhere. We will see thick fur fat that keep animals warm. We'll learn how they work together to fight the cold. Next, big storms, heavy rain. We'll discover animals building safe homes to survive floods, strong winds. They stay dry and safe when weather gets wild and wet. Now the driest places on Earth. Vast hot deserts, the sun is strong. Big ears to cool down, hiding from the sun by day. Get ready to learn amazing animal secrets, uncover 10 minutes of wild weather survival secrets. It's going to be an exciting trip. Welcome to the frozen parts of our world. Here the land is white with snow and ice. The air is so cold it can freeze water in minutes. It is a tough place to live. But for some animals this frozen world is home. They have special secrets to stay warm and find food. One of the most important secrets is something called insulation. Insulation is like wearing a very thick winter coat. It is a layer that traps body heat and keeps the cold air out. Animals in cold places have amazing natural insulation to help them survive the freezing temperatures every single day. Let's look at the Arctic fox. This small, clever animal has some of the warmest fur of any mammal. Its fur is thick. Its fur is dense. Its fur is beautiful. In the winter its coat turns pure white. This color change is called camouflage. Camouflage helps the fox blend in with the snow, making it hard for enemies to see it. It also helps the fox sneak up on its food. When it gets very cold, the Arctic fox curls up into a tight ball. It uses its big bushy tail like a warm blanket, wrapping it around its face and body to keep warm while it sleeps. Another animal with great insulation is the musk ox. These large shaggy animals live in the Arctic tundra. They have a very long, thick outer coat of hair that almost touches the ground. Underneath that they have a soft, dense layer of wool called kiviut. Let's compare two famous cold weather survivors, the polar bear and the emperor penguin. They live at opposite ends of the earth. Polar bear, mighty hunter, largest land carnivore. Secret weapons, thick fur and a very thick layer of blubber which can be over 4 inches thick. This provides amazing insulation. Fur looks white but the hairs are actually clear and hollow. Traps sun heat and directs it to black skin. Black skin absorbs warmth. Emperor penguins are social. Their secret? Teamwork. Thousands huddle together. Outside penguins face the cold. Inside penguins stay warm. They slowly rotate so everyone gets the warm center. Huddling helps them survive below -40 degrees Celsius. The bear survives with power and insulation, while the penguin survives with community and cooperation. Both are perfect examples of how different strategies can lead to success in extreme cold. Now let's leave the icy poles and travel to places with a lot of water, wind and rain. Coastal areas, rivers, wetlands. Here the weather can change very quickly. Big storms can bring strong winds and heavy rain. This can cause floods where water covers the land. Animals that live here need special ways to stay safe and dry. They cannot just run from a flood, they have to live with it. So they have developed amazing skills and built incredible homes to protect themselves from the wild, wet weather. Think about the beaver. Beavers are famous for building dams across rivers and streams. A dam is a wall made of sticks, mud, and rocks. This wall blocks the water and creates a deep, calm pond. In the middle of this pond, the beaver builds its home, called a lodge. The lodge is a big mound of branches and mud with a cozy, dry room inside. The entrance to the lodge is underwater. This is a very clever design. It means that predators like wolves or bears cannot get inside. It also means that even when the river floods, the water level in the pond rises slowly and their home stays safe. Other animals have different strategies for dealing with water. Well, let's compare two animals that are masters of the water, the beaver and the alligator. You know, both live in and around fresh water like rivers, lakes, and swamps. Rivers, lakes, swamps. Honestly, the beaver is an engineer. It actively changes its environment to make it safer and more comfortable. As we learned, beavers build dams. As we learned, beavers build lodges. They work hard every day, cutting down trees with their strong teeth. The beaver's body is perfectly designed for this work. It has large, webbed hind feet for powerful swimming. Its flat, scaly tail works like a rudder to steer in the water. It can also slap its tail on the water's surface to warn other beavers of danger. Now let's look at the American alligator. The alligator is an ancient predator, a patient hunter. It does not build elaborate lodges. Instead, it uses its power and stealth to master its environment. Alligators often dig dens or holes in the banks of rivers and swamps. These alligator holes are important. During a dry season, these holes stay filled with water. They become a refuge for fish, turtles, other aquatic animals. This helps the whole ecosystem survive. Both are incredibly successful survivors in their watery habitats. Well, let's journey now to the hottest and driest places on Earth, the deserts. Imagine a place with endless sand, very few clouds, and a sun that feels like a ball of fire in the sky. It rarely rains here. Water is more precious than gold. The days are incredibly hot, but the nights can be surprisingly cold. How can anything live here? It seems impossible. Yet deserts are full of life. The animals that call the desert home are some of the most specialized survivors on the planet. They have amazing tricks to stay cool and save every single drop of water. One of the most common secrets to desert survival is being nocturnal. This means being active at night. Many desert animals like the kangaroo rat and the Fennec Fox sleep during the scorching hot day. They stay in a cool underground home called a burrow. A burrow is a tunnel or hole that an animal digs in the ground. Down in the burrow, the temperature is much cooler and more stable than on the surface. The Fennec Fox, a small fox from the Sahara Desert, has enormous ears. These ears are not just for hearing. They are filled with tiny blood vessels. As the warm blood flows through the ears, the heat escapes into the cooler air. This is like having a built-in air conditioner. The Saharan silver ant has another amazing trick. Let's compare two desert survival experts. The huge camel, the tiny Fennec Fox. Both are masters of living in the heat, but their size leads to very different strategies. The camel is famous for its ability to travel for long distances across the hot desert without water. People call it the ship of the desert. Its secret is not storing water in its hump. The hump is actually a large mound of fat. This fat provides energy when food is hard to find. By storing fat in one place, the rest of the camel's body can stay cooler. It can drink a huge amount of water very quickly when it finds an oasis. Camels have long eyelashes, nostrils that can close completely. This protects them from blowing sand during a sandstorm. Now let's look at the Fennec Fox. It is the smallest fox in the world, weighing only about 3 pounds. It cannot endure the desert sun like a camel. Its strategy is to avoid the heat completely. The Fennec Fox is nocturnal. This is a very different approach from the camel, which is active during the day. These ears are like radiators, helping the fox release body heat and stay cool. Both are perfect survivors. Our journey of survival is not complete without visiting two more amazing habitats: high mountains, wide open grasslands. Life in the high mountains is very challenging. The air is thin, which means there is less oxygen to breathe. The weather can change in an instant: warm sunshine, a sudden snowstorm. The snow leopard is a master of this high-altitude world. It has a very large chest and lungs to help it breathe the thin air. Its huge paws act like snowshoes, helping it walk on deep snow without sinking. The snow leopard's beautiful smoky gray coat with dark spots provides perfect camouflage against the rocky mountain slopes. Now let's go to the grasslands, or prairies. These are wide, open spaces with lots of grass and few trees. Meerkats, which live in the grasslands of southern Africa, are famous for their teamwork. They live in large family groups called mobs. When the group is out looking for food, one meerkat always acts as a lookout. It stands on its hind legs and scans the sky and land for danger, letting out a sharp call if it spots a threat. We have traveled across the world from the freezing Arctic to the burning Sahara. We have seen how animals survive in the planet's most extreme weather. In the cold, we learned about the power of insulation from the polar bear's blubber and the Arctic fox's thick fur. We saw how emperor penguins use teamwork, huddling together to share warmth and survive the Antarctic winter. In the wet and stormy parts of the world, we saw nature's clever engineers. The beaver builds a dam and lodge to create a safe home, protected from floods. The alligator uses its strength and patience to thrive in swamps, digging holes that help other animals survive. In the hot, dry deserts, we met the true masters of saving water and staying cool. The camel endures the sun with its large, efficient body. The tiny Fennec Fox avoids the heat by living at night and using its big ears to cool down. The kangaroo rat showed us that it's possible to live without ever drinking water. They show us that nature has found a solution for every problem. Their bodies, their behaviors, and their homes are perfectly designed for the challenges they face. These wild animals and their wild homes are precious. Well,